Alright guys, Nathaniel and Perzan are gone. So we're gonna get some R&R here at our friend's house, at Jamie's house, the blogger that I'm sure you've read some from.
Hey Jamie.
Hi.
And right here I'm cooking some wild coho filet caught in the river. And I like to cook the bottom part. I like to leave the top almost like raw. I might flip it over last second. I'm gonna have some wild salmon filet. And then I'm gonna barely cook this too. You know, this is some grass-fed, 100% finished, and just grass all its life, locally done here in Washington. And then I'm gonna have some green juice because after scrounging around for food for a couple of weeks on the road, I really wanted something super nourishing, and nothing feels better to me. Some quality meats with some quality green juice. So we'll get back to it, the green juice in a second.
And on the other side of the stove, you got myself. And what I'm doing, I'm just cooking coconut oil. I prefer my coconut oil cooked. Just kidding. Hope you're laughing. And just so you know what I'm eating, I got the same grass-fed local beef and sweet potatoes. And we're gonna go do a workout. So we need some calories, we feel like, and it's time to get in shape because in a few weeks we might be visiting a SOS, a special someone that you probably all know, and we want to be in tip-top shape for them.
And nothing goes better than those testosterone-giving local grass-fed meats and some heirloom kale, baby.
And Jamie's dodging the cameras. Does that mean you don't want to be on camera? Or you just,
I'm okay being off camera.
Okay. The juice and the center of the meat are pretty similar color. Silly is good, right? Yeah.
Well, silly's good as long as you can understand what words you're using with your mouth.
Alright, so we got this melon here. We got it at this grocery store called Tacoma Boys yesterday that Jamie took us to, and it is the best melon I've ever had. I'm serious. It's called a Sherilyn melon. See this guy? Have you ever eaten one of these melons?
No.
Are you looking forward to it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll see how it tastes.
Holy
It's super ripe, as you can see. Hopefully it puts a smile on Jaden's face here. Let's see.
I like it.
It's super ripe. Really good. Let's see who's doing a better job eating their melon. Oh, look at that. She's getting down to the rind. Woo! Look at you. What do you... Oh, it's almost a tie. Who do you think's winning?
Sissy.
Sissy? Now, I am cooking breakfast for Jamie and I, and maybe the girls will have some of this as well. We got some steamed bok choy and some sausages and onions, and we're gonna throw some eggs on top of that. Don't hate. Don't hate. Watch this. Hey, hey, hey. Shanae. Girl, you better watch out. I'm coming to your kitchen. I'm gonna cook you some breakfast. Watch out. Alright, so here we are driving the van. We're dropping Jamie off at her date, if you will, for the football game. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I am going to the Seahawks game with the Sea Pimp himself.
Nice.
I'm sitting right in football. It's not called courtside. Is it field side?
Field side.
I think so.
And only hold hands, Jamie, okay?
I will be certain to follow the rules, Timothy. I promise. I'll be a good girl.
Alright, well, have fun.
Okay, thanks.
Have fun, former suburban mom.
Whatever, suburban mom.
Alright, these are the kind of moments that we usually don't get on camera, but now that we have this daily vlog, I guess we'll show you just the everyday, typical moment in our life. And that's us outside of a Whole Foods in north of Bellevue, Washington, east of Seattle. Great Whole Foods, maybe one of the best Whole Foods I've ever been to. It compares with like Tustin or Venice Beach or Austin. But they have organic yellow peaches for $1.99 a pound. They have some house guacamole for $4.99 a pound, and I got 10 raw oysters on the way, baby. Rasta. Take a look at this.
And this is Mr. Kennedy checking in with you. I'm keeping it cooked today. And I got some quinoa, some guac, some tomatoes, some soup. About to go do a little workout, and you know what? I'm just not, the raw calories are not holding me over these, when we go these long days where we only have a few meals, you know? So I can't just eat a melon and be sustained off that right now. I feel like I need some cooked, maybe some quinoa might do my body good. We'll try it out, see what happens.
I'm just detoxing so hard from those deep polar plunges dive. I haven't had this much detox, but after like deep diving in these cold waters, 10 years every day, the detox symptoms are quite something else right now. So I'm keeping it raw, baby. At least right now I am.
Yeah, and sometimes it just passes right by us. You guys always questioning why we have our shirts off. Well, it's finally, we get some opportunity to get some sun, and we're gonna take it. You better believe we're gonna take it. We don't even like wearing clothes to begin with, and much less when we have the sun out, we're gonna take them off. We're at Whole Foods right now, and people are looking at us like we're crazy, but we are crazy.
Hey, I think they're crazy. They're the one wearing clothes. New clothes every day.
They're just lucky we have our shorts on. You know Daniel likes to stick his in the sun.
Alright, I'm about to put that lamb to use. Luckily, Sophia from Snap Fitness in Redmond, Washington hooked it up and let us work out here. And she was actually, she looked like she was the female version of Jacob from, from Twilight. I thought about asking her some questions that might have,
Why are you looking at me, dude?
might have gotten us kicked out of the gym, you know, because if she was like, no, I'm not gonna go out with you now, I can't do this deal. So I just let it be, but this is my shout out. Thanks, Sophia. All right, Danimal here on location. And a lot of people ask us, you know, how do you call yourself a RawBrahs when you cook meat? Well, I think raw goes way beyond food. And plus, is that meat cooked? That's the question. But yeah, so this is 100% grass-fed lamb. And they have this at certain Whole Foods, and they actually cook it on location. So they may have cooked this a little differently than I would want it. But they did a pretty good job. They left it nice and rare, raw on the inside. And I like to eat it in my hands in the sun, preferably naked, in front of another one, kind of naked, to really get that testosterone levels high before a workout. And then you do some like heavy lifts, low reps, high weight with good form while you're properly warmed up. Your test levels will go up, and then you'll feel like I feel. As long as I'm also kind of detoxing from all the deep diving a few days ago. Asked Perzan about that, but once my testosterone levels overcome the detox symptoms, then Danimal will be reigning again on his throne, whether it's in Alaska or Maui, baby. See you soon. Speaking of Snap Fitness, this is a much better gym than I was expecting. Great gym, actually. This is where the essentials, simply tell them what our essentials are.
Basically, all the RawBrahs need is a pull-up bar with clearance, a free weighted barbell there, and flat ground to do some gymnastic moves that we can't really do.
Small bites, chew well, eat slowly, live long.
Go vegan. See, my mission is sitting across the table from Danimal is to get the whole world 100% to go vegan. That'll solve everything, and I mean everything. If everyone could just go 100% vegan, then let's just say I don't know. You think long distance cardio is the only thing you can do on a treadmill? I'll show you how not to do that. Incline maxed out. Incline sprints.
I imagine a lot of people are gonna have this idea, well, you're eating meat, no wonder you're sick. But I've been eating meat for a long time, and I haven't been sick for a long time. But admitting that I'm sick, there's definitely some humility behind that. because you know we're supposed to be this image of health. And although this is the closest I've been to being sick, I think this is more detox symptoms. If people get sick and drainy and nauseous from eating an all raw food diet and they call that detox, heck, maybe we really were detoxing 10 years and every time we did a polar plunge. That's almost like 200 years of detox in about 2 weeks. So I'm just draining out. I feel good though. Right now I feel good. Right now I feel like I'm ready to take you on, take the world on, and take you with me. You ready? You wanna come with me? And speaking of humility and imaginings, I imagine a lot of you think humility has a negative connotation to it. But really, we're here trying to show you is that when you ride through these experiences, even though sometimes they have a negative connotation, it's just another experience to add to the gauntlet, and it feels actually pretty cool. For instance, like, not many people hold laughing back, but everyone tries to hold tears back. Tears can be super healing, and I encourage you, if you feel like crying, to do it. A lot of times I'll be sitting and watching a movie, sometimes as silly as a chick flick, and I just start pouring tears, and I ride through that, and it's pretty awesome. Then all of a sudden I enjoy crying. I've cried a crush away before. Someone special knows about that. And it's just the same thing. Imagine laughing. Imagine every time you try to laugh and you held that back. Laughing would no longer be as positive as everyone thinks it is. It goes reverse that. The anatomer of that is holding back tears. So don't hold those tears back. Come on. Let them come. Start crying. Can't find my ab wheel. That's not a stumbling block. It's a stepping stone. You two guys, for everything.
Meat eaters are so uninformed and so uneducated. I have a joke for you about meat eaters. How many meat eaters does it take to change a light bulb? None, because they'd rather stay in the dark. Ah! Go vegan. Here, Dale, get this. Don't forget to go vegan. Peanut butter, vegan. Little that. We won't talk about that though. Tons of dates. Eat as many dates as you can until your teeth fall out. That way you can't eat any more meat.
Great for my teeth. That fat is so nourishing on my gums and teeth. If you're having teeth problems from a raw vegan diet, you might want to try this out. And make sure you clean up after yourself, re-rack and everything. Come on, be a respectful other. One day you might own a gym. Oh, you don't think one day you'll open a gym? That's your problem. Not necessarily open one, to own one. You get my drift, right? You get it. You know, like manifestation, destination, baby. Woo! I'm about to give you the best workout to get chiseled abs. That's what I think. Who would have thought you had to watch a RawBrahs vlog? We're gonna start putting these little secrets right in the middle. Watch this. Pick a weight that you can do about 5 times and then burn out. Every time is all you got. Excellent. Speaking of imaginings, one more thing I want to touch on is imagine if I tried to live up to everyone's expectations. That's one thing this YouTube channel has taught me, that everyone has different stories or different ideas about the same subject. And if I try to live up to everyone's suggestions and everyone's stories about that, I could not be a RawBrah. I couldn't even be alive. I'd be so stressed out I'd probably have a heart attack by now. But what I choose to do, I choose to do what I feel is right, tap into that intuitive wisdom, and I encourage you guys, although it might be on a smaller scale, you might not have thousands of suggestions for one thing and 1,000 opposite suggestions for the same other thing. I would suggest you to realize you're not here to live up to those people's expectations, and I'm not in this world to live up to yours. And if we find each other, it's beautiful. If we don't, move on. There's billions of people on this earth.